Hello, it's Chris, Suffolk Record Collector, back again with another video on this sunny-ish, where I am, Easter bank holiday, so Easter Sunday or whatever, today, so I'm doing this video and it drops to you. So we've got 7 records to go through that have been taken out of the inbox, catalogued, cleaned, listened to, so now I can share them with you. Right, so first off, I went to the other week, a couple of weeks ago, visited a record shop I've never been to before. Done quite well. I picked up a record and couldn't believe it, really. I think I definitely hit bargain central with this record. It's one I've been looking for a while, and they're about, but usually more than I want to pay. Anyway, so I got this for, it was 25 quid, but when I took it up to the counter, he gave me a £5 discount on it. So I got this for 20 quid. So what did I get for 20 quid? Right. It's the album Trespass by Genesis. We all know it, famous record. I've been after this for a while. And it's a good, solid Genesis album. It's their second album from 1970 on Charisma. But this is what shocked me, really, because this is a UK first pressing. You may not pick up on this, but if you can see the lettering here, it's in very, very bold, very small, bold, thick, bold type. Okay? So this is a proper, true first pressing. Now, I thought 25 quid, 20 quid I paid for it is mega cheap. When I added this onto Discogs, according to Discogs, and I don't know whether I agree with that price or not, I certainly wouldn't pay anything near that price. This has a median price of 121, this pressing on Discogs, which totally can amaze me. The only problem with it is there. Can you see? Yeah, there's been a sticker on there, price sticker I would imagine. It's been pulled off and they made a hash of that. It's in the proper textured gatefold cover. For those that don't know, tracks on here: side 1, Looking for Someone, White Mountain, Visions of Angels; side 2, Stagnation, Dusk, and the amazing The Knife, which is an amazing Genesis track. Obviously this is the band here is Peter Gabriel, vocals Anthony Phillips, acoustic 12-string and lead electric, voices Anthony Banks, organ, piano, mellotron, guitar voices, and Michael Rutherford, acoustic 12-string, electric bass, and John Mayhew, drums, percussion and voices. Yeah, I like this album. It's not an amazingly sounding album at all. Doesn't sound amazing at all, by a long way, but it is a very good album. So really pleased to get this. Whether that should really have that price tag, whether that's something that Discogs have, has happened on Discogs, because I don't think it really commands that true a price, but that's the crazy way things are today. And if it is £100 or £120 record, what was it doing in the bloody racks for 25 quid? So that's the first one. Next two upgrade copies for me. They're both Yes albums, which I picked up about a month ago. And that upgrade copies for a reason. These are I've never seen anything quite like it. So what have we got? First off, we've got from 1971 album Fragile. Beautiful Roger Dean cover there. I mean, this is just stunning, stunning condition. Okay, that's the booklet that's on the inside. Just show you a couple of pictures from it. Yeah. Oh, it's just in stunning, stunning condition for its age. This is an original true first pressing from 1971. Look at the spines all there. Everything. It's really, really tidy copy. Way, way much better than what I had, which is a shameful thing, really. It's on the original Atlantic label. And look at that. That is truly not a mark on this. Not a spindle mark on it at all. Not a single spindle mark. Beautiful condition. And a very, very good album. Side 2 maybe not quite as good as side 1. Well, it doesn't start off as good, but it's certainly saved by In the Heart of the Sunrise, which is just phenomenal. That's as though they accelerated another gear. They did the S album in 71 as well, and then later in the year this one, and the S album was like the start of it, and that's like they're going into another gear with this one. It's absolutely fantastic album, brilliant album. Track wise on here, for those that don't know, side 1 starts off with Roundabout, one of my favourite Yes tracks of all time, to be honest with you. Cans and Brahms, 4th Symphony in E minor, 3rd movement. We have Heaven, Safe Side of the Sky. Side 2, 5% of Nothing, which is a very short. Bruford wrote that track, and it is more of a little drum solo. 2, Long Distance Runaround. 3, The Fish. 4, Mood for a Day, and 5, Heart of the Sunrise. Yeah, released in September 71. That is Yes with Fragile. Stunning condition, near mint, I would call that, all day long. And with it, sitting with it, was this one as well. And again, far, far better than what I already own. And that's Yes, Close to the Edge. Undoubtedly the pinnacle, I'm going to say. It's definitely the pinnacle of their career. Whereas their best album, that's up for debate, because we have best album, or is it personally our favourite album? See where I'm coming from? So, beautiful inner there from Roger Dean, which the outside cover is Roger Dean as well. It's in a nice textured sleeve, like it should be. Came with this inner, original inner. It's on the green and orange label. Again, look at that. Don't think either of these records had ever been played. I really don't think that they had. Or if they had, they couldn't have been played much, because again, there's a spindle mark on that side, and there's one on the other side too. Just single spindle marks on either side. Fantastic stuff. To find them, because this is from 72. This is the next follow-up album to Fragile from 72. And to find these in this sort of condition today, you know, it's not easy. These are not hard records to find by any means. They sold phenomenally well back in the day, especially this one, Close to the Edge. Tracks on here. So side 1 takes up the whole first. The track Close to the Edge takes up the whole first side. It's split into other little refrains, you know, other little parts but it's one track through. So you have The Solid Time of Change, Total Mass Retain, I Get Up, I Get Down, and Seasons of Man. And side 2 is You and I, Chord of Life, Eclipse, and The Preacher and the Teacher. The Preacher, the Teacher. And so that's the track You and I, and Sobir and Katru. This is a phenomenal album. It's not my favourite Yes album. But if you're thinking, well, what is their best album, and being a critic and everything, this would be up there. This would be up there, most certainly. Brilliant album. Well worth checking out if you haven't. Again, that's in near mint condition, nearly. What as collectors, this is what we're looking for. You know, you get some of the records that are a little bit easier to find and stuff. The challenge with those can be finding really nice copies, because they're common, because they sold really well. So there's lots of copies about. And if that sold really well, it was popular in its time, so it got played. You know, so sometimes some of the more obscure records can be found easier in, I must say easier, because they're rare records, so they're not easy to find anyway. But you know, it can be better condition because of that fact, that maybe they weren't what the person was expecting when he bought it, so he played it once and that was it. Right, so next we're going to change completely now. We're going to 1978. A band that I knew all their singles back in the day, you know, but I never really sat and listened to their records until probably, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months ago. Yeah, and well, last year, and yeah, I really do enjoy them. I've got a few of their albums now, and I've just picked up another one. So what one is it? Well, it's 1978. It's their second album. It's the band XTC, and it's the album Go To. It's just like a cover with just words on. It's the band just here, XTC, just there. But this is actually a Hypnosis designed cover. It's just the blurb on the front that's just telling you what advertising is, and why they have pictures on records, and this one hasn't got it, so you read it off. It's all that sort of thing. This is an original first pressing. Come with its original inner. Map of Swindon, where they come from, I believe. Picture and band. Came with that. It came with its original inner, which is just paper inner, but it's got, this is an inner sleeve or a bag of an album XTC called Go To with a catalogue number. Yeah, so it ties in with this. It's on Virgin. I don't think it's ever been played. I really don't. And later found out as a bonus, first 15,000 released came with a promotional clubbing single, I believe, which was included here with this. So it is called XTC Go. And there's a 4-track 12-inch containing dub versions of Dance With Me Germany, Beat the Bible, A Dictionary of Modern Marriage, Clap Clap Clap, and We Kill the Beast. And again, absolutely stunning condition. Again, this has never been played. Most certainly has never been played. Virgin. Yeah, I'm not so keen on the tracks on the EP, but I need to listen to them more. I've only just listened to that just once, so I need to spin that a bit more, and maybe that will click with me. But the main album, yeah, it's very, very good. Again, I've only spun it a couple of times, and I really need to listen to it a lot more. But what I have heard, yeah, I like it. I certainly didn't dislike it. But to make a proper decision on this, I need to listen to it some more. But I will do that, and it will sink in. So that's XTC Go. Now we're going to move on to some 80s albums. So we start off with an album from 1980, which is upgrade copy for me. Again, this is another upgrade copy, and I just couldn't believe I found this. That's the album 17 Seconds by The Cure. This is a lovely, lovely copy. This is a very high grade copy. Yeah. So it's just released in 1980. Side 1, Reflection, Play for Today, Secrets, In Your House, 3. Side 2, The Final Sound, Forest, N, At Midnight, and the track 17 Seconds. Yeah, this is a big, big favourite of mine. And I hadn't heard it for a long time because the copy I had just, again, was, you know, I didn't really want to be playing it. I'm going to manage to replace it with this. Look at this. Beautiful copy. Beautiful copy. This is one of my favourite Cure albums. And I have not heard all of their albums by a long, long, long way. Their discography is huge. But I have heard a lot of the early ones. I've got most of them. Yeah, the first album's very, very good, but for me, this one just tops it. I don't know, I have an affinity with this. I've known it for a very, very long time. And I never will tire listening to 17 Seconds by The Cure. Not an easy record to find in nice condition. Okay, so that's The Cure. A couple more to go. Oh, one more, two more. Again, an album, I believe, 1984. Again, a band I was not familiar with until, you know, a year or so ago, and I started listening to their stuff, and I'm thinking, shit, how did I dismiss this? Always the case, isn't it? Anyway, who's that? So that's the Smiths, self-titled. Joe D'Alessandro there on the front cover. This is a good album. I really, really like this. I've got a few of their albums now. And I really like this one. And I really, really like The Queen is Dead. And Hatful of Hollow. And Meter's Murder. But I really like this one. So the tracks on here: Feel Around the Fountain, You've Got Everything Now, Miserable Lie, Pretty Girls Make Graves, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, Still Ill, Hand in Glove, What Difference Does It Make, I Don't Owe You Anything, and Suffer Little Children. This is it's a beautiful album. It sounds amazing, and it's just got something, hasn't it? You know, it's a great, great album. Again, an original UK copy, original inner, and again, condition, absolutely flawless, beautiful, beautiful condition. And as collectors, this is what we should be striving for. I don't care if a record is an extra tenner because of the condition. Do you know what I mean? Because this is what we need. This sort of condition. That's what we want to be looking for. Released on Rough Trade, obviously. So that's two. One from the 80s, one from 78. So I've got one more record to go. And it's the same as the last two, an absolute belter of a record from 1986. I owned this back in the day, but I didn't have it long, if I remember rightly, and I never bothered with it again or bothered with them again until I see this. And I thought, Jesus, that's not bad. It's quite cheap, actually. I'm going to pick that up. That is Colour of Spring. Colour of Spring? Yeah. Colour of Spring by Talk Talk. Fantastic record. It really, really is. Doesn't disappoint in any way, shape or form. It sounds phenomenal, which we all know. There's been plenty of videos done on this. It sounds phenomenal. Side 1, Happiness is Easy. I Don't Believe in You. Life's What You Make It. Big hit they had, didn't they, with that. April 5th. Living in Another World. Give It Up. Brilliant track. Chameleon Day and Time It's Time. Released in 86. This is an original UK first pressing again. It's original. One way you can tell a first edition of this is if you look at this inner, the titles of the tracks are still handwritten. Yeah. On later editions, the track heads are typed. The text of the track is still handwritten, but the title is typed. So that's what's just one way you can try and find it if you've got first pressing. That's this. Again, beautiful condition. And for a record that sounds as good as this, you want it in nice condition like this. Hardly been played, if at all. Yeah, I say if at all because there's not a bloody mark on it. Again, it's what we're looking for, or what I look for, most certainly. And with records that were popular back in the day, you know, it's not so easy to find them. But they do turn up, you know, we're always finding them, aren't we? So, that's 7 added to the collection. I think you'll agree a little bit of everything there. Some absolutely couple of cracking albums from the 80s, and some good, albeit not commercial, but the popular end of prog. Genesis, and yes, there's some great albums. I mean, some great albums to listen to there. Nothing rare or anything like that, but just a great selection of great music. Anyway, thanks for sharing 20 minutes of your time with me over Easter. Thank you everybody who watches my videos. It means a lot. Thumbs up, subscribe if you want, leave a comment, all welcome. Until next time, thank you very much.